You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 5th of November, 2025. It is 43 days after the fall equinox. It is 47 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 15th day of Brumaire, the day of the dindon, the turkey. The sun rises today at 6:31 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:39 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:47 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:16 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 5:48 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 17 seconds shorter than yesterday. The full moon arrives today at 8:19 a.m. According to the Farmer's Almanac, this is the full beaver moon. The moon reaches its perigee today at 5:29 p.m. The third quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 12th of November. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 3:03 a.m., minus 3 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 9:30 a.m., 2 meters 1. In the afternoon, low tide, 3:46 p.m., minus 12 centimeters. At night, high tide, 10:01 p.m., 1 meter 65. In our shared realm of plants and animals, just a month ago, there were huge numbers of crows in the neighborhood. One morning at dawn, more than 100 were spotted flying over Broadway, moving black silhouettes against the pink sky. And a large gathering lingered for weeks around Hallett's Cove and the surrounding streets, cawing, looking for food, mingling with the seagulls and geese at the beach. And suddenly, they have mostly gone. How quiet the streets are without their incessant chatter. It's sad to realize they've left, bound further south. We miss their amiable sociability. Commemorations. On this day in the year 1228, the Wu Men Guan was published in China. It was composed by the Chinese Zen master Wu Men Hui Kai during a summer training session for monks at the Longshang Monastery, where he was the head monk. The title can be translated as the Gateless Barrier, or the Gateless Gate. In Japan, where the book became influential in Zen circles, it is known as Mumon-kan. The work consists of 48 Zen koans, along with commentary and poems by Wu Men. It includes famous koans like these: Why did Bodhidharma come from the West? And Does a dog have Buddha nature? The Gateless Gate is one of the classic compilations of Zen teaching. On this day in 1872, the suffragist Susan B. Anthony voted for the first time, in defiance of the law, which did not grant women the right to vote. She was fined $100, a massive sum at that time. On this day in 1935, the board game Monopoly was launched by Parker Brothers. Cartoonist F.O. Alexander contributed to the design of the Parker Brothers version of the game, which used street names from Atlantic City. Imaginary histories. This day in 1955 is the date in the movie Back to the Future that the character Marty McFly returns to in the time machine created by his eccentric scientist friend, Doc Brown. Today we remember J.B.S. Haldane, born this day in 1892. Haldane was a biochemist and geneticist who helped develop Darwin's ideas into what is known as the Neo-Darwinian synthesis. Haldane, who was interested in the origins of life, proposed the notion of primordial soup, a mixture of gases and liquids that first formed organic compounds on the early Earth 3.7 to 4 billion years ago. He is best known, however, for a famous quip. At a public lecture, a man asked him what might be divined about the nature of God from the study of his creation. Haldane reportedly said, "He seems to have had an inordinate fondness for beetles." This is based on the fact that beetle species, 350,000 of them, vastly outnumber mammal species, a paltry 10,000. Today is Guy Fawkes Day in England. It celebrates the foiling of the Gunpowder Plot, in which Catholic plotters had intended to blow up the Protestant King James I and his Parliament. One of the plotters, Guy Fawkes, was apprehended guarding kegs of gunpowder under the House of Lords. Bonfires tonight will be lit across England, hence another name for the holiday, Bonfire Night. A triumph for the monarchy? A triumph for the preservation of electoral governance? An anti-Catholic romp? Take your choice. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 5th of November, 2025.